RevitaBlū actually works?
Well, it works by supporting what I refer to as the natural repair and renewal system of the body. So if I give just a little bit of background, around 2000, 2001, scientists started to describe that stem cells from the bone marrow, which had been known in science for decades to be the precursors to blood cells. And then science suddenly started to come out showing that stem cells from the bone marrow could also become cells of the heart, of the brain, of the lung, of different tissues. So we proposed in the scientific literature that stem cells actually were the natural renewal and repair system of the body. And the reason why that was of such interest for us is that I was working with plants that were having great results on health. And I just thought, what if they work by supporting the natural role of stem cells in the body? And that's what we discovered. And after 15 years of research, the apex of that research is the last product that I developed, which is RevitaBlū. So it simply puts more of these stem cells in circulation, and it helps the body just stay healthy.
Absolutely. I mean, when we first spoke and you spoke to the science and kind of the background and the sourcing of these ingredients and extracts that we now find in our RevitaBlū product, immediately I could sense the synergies. I mean, it's pretty obvious when you talk about the benefits and science behind this product, the synergies that it has with other products in the youth enhancement system, and how it continues to position Jeunesse as the world's leader in youth enhancement technology. As a society, as we become more educated and aware of things that have impacted our health, we would also like to know more about the products we use and what they're actually made of. And this is something you spoke to me about when you first came to Orlando, but maybe you can tell everybody on the Hangout tonight, can you tell or talk to us about the quality of the ingredients that are selected for RevitaBlū and a little bit more about their source?
Yeah. Well, what you're talking about, Scott, is something that I'm not sure that everybody understands how could I say this correctly? There's a vast range of quality in ingredients in our industry, in the dietary supplement industry, where sometimes you can see on the label the same name for an ingredient, but the quality can be vastly different. I mean, you could have the same ingredient for, let's say, $50 a kilo, and the other one could be $1,000 a kilo. They're not the same. They may have the same name, they're not the same. So the ingredients that we have in RevitaBlū are ingredients that have been researched for years. I traveled to the places where these ingredients are being harvested, produced. We're talking about AFA from pristine Klamath Lake, sea buckthorn. I traveled to Tibet to go in the Tibetan plateau to find where we could have the top quality of these berries processed in a facility that is really top in terms of GMP, the way that we look at it here in the United States and the West. So all the ingredients are really top quality. There's an extract of aloe, same thing. There's a lot of aloe vera products on the marketplace, but only that product, literally only that ingredient, that extract from aloe in RevitaBlū does what we say it does. So these are not just simple ingredients. They come from top quality places, and scientifically, they're very unique.
Yeah, and that was something that was really important to us as well. I mean, we have very rigorous and stringent processes in place to assure that we're using the highest quality ingredients in our product. And we treat that very seriously here at Jeunesse. And it was, perfect alignment, with you, Christian, the value you place on using quality ingredients. So one thing's for sure, we know that this is a premium prestige product when you look at the quality of the ingredients. And then when you talk about the synergy of these ingredients in a powder formulation that tastes great, that's easy to consume, you've got a pretty incredible product that we've put together with RevitaBlū. Next question, how can we maximize our results with RevitaBlū, and what other Jeunesse products work synergistically with RevitaBlū?
You see, this is, Scott, to me, this is because when I brought all of this, the first time we met, I had started to look at the products, the product line of Jeunesse, but I had not yet really studied all these products in detail. And the more I studied these products in detail, the more I realized that I don't think that I could have positioned RevitaBlū in a better place than with Jeunesse. When we start to understand really what stem cells do in the body, and when we start to understand that a lot of the things that we do that we know are good, The bottom line is that they support stem cells. Good sleep supports stem cells. Exercise supports stem cells. Stress prevents stem cells from doing their job. Toxins in food prevent stem cells from doing their job. At the end, we realize more and more with research that stem cells seems to be the cornerstone of health. And many things will help stem cells, like antioxidant. So we have the tie with reserve. If you could sustain telomere length, well, the main impact that you have is on fresh cells coming from stem cells. So suddenly you have this unique synergy with Finity. And with serum, you apply the serum on your skin. And one of the main things that the growth factors will do is to attract stem cells from the bloodstream and support their proliferation into your skin. Well, if you can put more in the bloodstream, that means you suddenly amplified what the serum will do. So when I started to look at the various products in the Jeunesse line, I just realized, man, this is, the synergy is truly amazing. And we'll have a chance to talk more and more about this in the future.
Absolutely. And that's what the Youth Enhancement System really has all been about. I mean, that was the vision behind this system, was to create synergistic formulas, proprietary, exclusive, innovative formulas that would work together synergistically as one youth enhancement system. So that's why RevitaBlū was a no-brainer for us when you think about its fit within the system. Now, how would you say that RevitaBlū is different than other stem cell nutritional products on the market today?
Well, when we talk about the products that are available today, a lot of them, I wouldn't say all of them, but a lot of them are just sort of a copycats or offshoots of the research that I have done over the past 15 years. So what we have now with RevitaBlū is really, I would say, the apex of all that research. Because one thing that to me is very important, and of course I have a scientific background, but to me, a research that is done in the lab with 20, 30, or 50 people does not replace 400 or 600 years of use of a product. So to me, the research confirms what an ingredient does. It explains how it works, but it does not determine or establish whether an ingredient is good or not. So when we talk, for example, about sea buckthorn berry, we're talking about a product that has centuries of use in Tibetan medicine, in Mongolian medicine, in Chinese medicine. Its name in Latin means Hippophae, shining horse. It was discovered because during the war with Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan, horses just being left to die in fields of sea buckthorn would basically recover super fast and would have a radiant health. So there's a long history of use of these berries. So to me, the apex, or what we have with RevitaBlū, we have so far some of the 3 top ingredients that I have worked with over the years. It's the strongest product so far that is on the marketplace in terms of supporting the natural role of stem cells in the body.
Totally agree with you there. One last question, I think, for everybody tuning in that does have the availability of marketing and consuming the product. What would you say is the best way that distributors can share this product in a way that's really simple and easy to understand for their customers and distributors on their team?
You know, the message for stem cells is still today, in spite of the past 15 years of research, is still a relatively new message. If you come to somebody new and you tell them, I have here the best antioxidant, they may not understand what it really means from a biochemical or physiological standpoint, but they all know that antioxidant is good for them and they'll take it. So we are now pioneering a new message that at the end of the day is very simple. But we are the early pioneers using it. So we are, in a way, I think, going to change the way that we view wellness and health, and probably even change the way that we practice medicine. But the message in its simplified form is this one. More stem cells in circulation means that more stem cells are available to do the day-to-day process of tissue repair and tissue renewal. There's probably not one thing that you can do for your health that would be stronger than just putting more stem cells in circulation. And as we go and we explain more and more what this means scientifically, in a simple version, that's really what the product does.
Well, I want to thank you for joining us today from beautiful British Columbia. Christian, it's an honor to have you with us. This product is a game changer. I can't wait to get it into some of our international markets. Right now, it is available, as I mentioned, in North America and also Malaysia. But throughout the fourth quarter of this year, coming out of Expo and into Q1, we'll be doing local launch events. And many of you will have the opportunity of hearing Christian speak and train more on the science and technology behind this product and all the quality extracts and ingredients that we've put together in this formula. So Christian, I want to thank you again for hanging out with us. Have a beautiful day there in beautiful British Columbia. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Salutation to everyone.
Thank you.